Welcome back to this part 4 of the responsive web design day 2. Right now I'm just going to show you how we can clean up our code a little bit so we can remove some of this redundancy, which basically means code that are here more than once, and we don't really want that in any case, no matter if it's if it's databases or if it's just CSS, HTML and so on. So if we have something that's exactly the same more than once, we want to remove this so it's in one place, and then we're just going to call it whenever we need it. And I already located 4 places where we have some similar text or code, and this is the part where we have this flexbox, which is centering things. So we have this is in .banner, where it says these 4 different things. We have it in info_left, info_right, and .3_left. And we just want to remove these, so instead of having it 4 places, we just have it in 1 place. I'm just going to put it up here, just above our banner area CSS. You can pretty much put it anywhere you want, but I'm putting it here. So I'm just creating a comment in my CSS, and we do this with a /* and then we end it with */. So this will only be read by us humans, and the computer, it will see it, but it will not interpret it, so it won't actually do whatever it says here. This is just a comment like we have in HTML and every other programming language. So here we can use a name and specific thing like for anything we want. And I'm just going to type in clean up code. You probably wouldn't type this in specifically. And I'm going to call this global CSS for display flexbox. Global means this is something, yes, well, what does global mean? It means it's something globally. So it can be used everywhere. I'm just going to locate the specific things that I know that's being used more than once. So this, in this case, is from now 130 and to 145. So 15 lines of code that ends down here with box align center and starts up here. I'm just going to Command X or Control X on a PC, so copy or cut this, and I'm going to put this up here. But before I do this, I need to specify a target area, and the first one I removed it from was this down here, banner or .banner, so I'm going to type that in first, like we usually do, with our curly brackets, and just click enter, so we have this here. So it looks like this, very pretty. Just paste this in, the thing you just copied from the banner. So we have banner here and we have banner here. So we actually have 2 of the same thing. But that's okay. Now if I click save, everything will work. We just move something to another place. But we also have this specific piece of code that's down here in the info_left. Now we can just mark this. And remember, don't delete this one at the end mark. Don't delete the ending curly bracket, then you ruin everything. Very important. So just mark where it says Internet Explorer 10 and where it ends with the center. And just click delete, so it's gone. And then we're going to look at the name here. It says .info_left. We're just going to mark this and copy it, or we can write it in. That's really up to you. And scroll all the way back up to where we have this thing we just copied. And instead of us having to, like we had before where we had 4 different places, we can just put a comma and paste it in, or if you want to, you can type it in as well, info_left. So now this means that both banner, and we're adding another one, and .info_left will be given these specific CSS rules. So that's 2 of the 4. Now let's scroll down to the next part. This here is the next part, and we just delete that again like before. And if I scroll all the way back up, I can see this is part of the info_right. So this starts here and ends here. That's how I can check. So again, the blue little line beneath. I can't remember if it's the same on the Windows, but there's an indication somehow. I can't remember how. Scroll all the way back up to this, just after the info left, paste this in, so you have banner, info left, info right. Cool. And now the last one is here, so exactly the same. Here it's called .3_left, and just make it a little more pretty, and go all the way back up here to where we pasted this in, comma, .info_right. And now when I click save, I go back to my browser and check. Hopefully it's still here, nothing really changed. Oh, there's a little small error, we'll have to correct that. But you can quickly see if I remove some of these, and click save, you can see suddenly this text isn't aligned center anymore, and same with this, and same with this. So we just, instead of having this 4 times, we're just having less code 2 times, not 4 times. So now we're improving and cleaning up our CSS. So this is the way we want to work. All right, so next one I'll go into how we actually start doing the CSS for our mobile view down here. See you in a moment.